set the record straight very thoroughly regarding the newfangled theory of the 6th millennium BC. But nevertheless, the question remains open about the actual date of the Mahabharata War. I am not entirely clear about, what your theory about that is. You must be aware that a number of people, including lately Jijit Nadumuri Ravi, in his book Geography of the Ramayana, have insisted on a date for the Mahabharata War of the first half of the 2nd millennium BC. In fact, he says 1793, I think BC. There are also two other astronomers who say 1504 or 1478. But at any rate, that time bracket. So in the declining years of the Harappan civilization and Ramayana fairly shortly before that, which is interesting because you see many people assume that the Dwapara Yuga is very long, like twice as long as the Kali Yuga, so 864 years. So that Rama, the Tretaka Thakur, must have been like 900,000 years ago, and Krishna 5,000 something years ago. Whereas, you see, this is based on the assumption that the 4 world ages, which is a very old pre-Vedic doctrine that we also found in Scandinavia and in Greece. It goes back to Indo-European times, like 6000 BC. But the problem is that it never is linked to any quantification. It doesn't give any duration. So the idea of that duration, in my opinion, is not older than the 1st centuries AD. And they are a function of the newly discovered precessional cycle, which is not known since before 173 BC. Therefore, I think that the ages of the centuries or the millennia before are largely imaginary. You see, are a projection of some imaginative mathematical construction. They are not based on anything. You see, you can't run into anything in space that defines the Kali Yuga or the Dwapara Yuga. So, you see, I'd rather look for these chronologies unfettered by the notion of the 4 world ages. I mean to say that the world will not be touched by Kali Yuga as long as the feet of Krishna walk upon it. That simply means, that's something you say in praise of someone. Oh, you see, the light of the world is here and so on. And when he dies, oh, it's darkness, like Nehru said in his speech about the death of Mahatma Gandhi. Oh, the light has gone out, blah, blah, blah. Now, you see, that's a figure of speech, that's poetry. That doesn't mean that there is some specific year in which Kali Yuga will start and in which Krishna will die. So, you see, that question, you see, if it is not the 6th millennium BC, then you see, okay, it's earlier, but it's still rather widely open.
I want to tell my opinion, sir. Sir, there are more than 2 lakhs inscriptions in our nation, India. And our ancestors, right from the beginning of the Kali Yuga, Kali 600, there are manuscript evidence. Kali 2000, that is 3000 years before, there are inscriptions. My ancestors are not fools. They are not false believers. I cannot say, I cannot accept. Because the most intelligent race in the entire world is our ancestors. They know everything. They produce thousands and thousands of literature that are even now, nobody can equate anything equal to Bhagavad Gita. So that much intelligent race is there. So our kings, our dynasty people, our Senapatis, our common people are not fools to continuously write more than 3,000, 4,000 years, the number of years in Kali Yuga. So it definitely so Kali Yuga at present is 5,123. Even almanacs are there. Even 1,000 years before almanac are there, which mentions Kali Yuga number of days. So that is not, we cannot reject. That large volume of evidence, more than 2 lakh, 3 lakh evidence, we cannot just omit. and say that we cannot accept. See, initially, this calendar, they told that in the world began in 4004 BC only. But it is outdated. Now scientifically proved there are fossils more than millions and millions of years. 30 million, 40 million, 100 million. So why cannot be Rama BP some 8 lakhs, 9 lakhs years before? Now 30 million, 40 million, even 1 crore years before millions are available. Now fossils are available. Now they have found out dinosaurs. Even Ramayana mentioned an elephant with 4 tusks. That exists some millions of years before, not now. So that elephant with 4 tusks, that was not there in world some 4 or 5 million or 10 million, 20 million years before. They lost. So Ramayana and Sundarakanda, when Hanuman went to Sri Lanka, he see that many elephants with 4 tusks are protecting in the front of fort. So that is there. There are evidence for that lakhs and lakhs of years before Rama. See, during Ramayana, now there's Vanara. Monkeys are not talking. We cannot find in the entire world the monkey talking monkeys, speaking monkeys.
Sure.
But in Ramayana, there are there. So there would have existed a race, a monkey race, that can easily talk like human beings. That was eliminated like dinosaur or elephant with 4 tusks. So it is a very, very ancient period, the remotest antiquity period. See, our ancestors are not fools to believe false things. They are highly intelligent people. They wrote everything correctly. And what Kali Yuga 4,64,032 lakhs years is 4,32,000 is correct. See, many astronomical texts. We can see from Surya Siddhanta to Aryabhatta and Laghu Bhaskarian and Mahabhaskarian, Siddhanta Shiromani, every astronomer wrote this period. Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years. So they cannot, see, these astronomers, they even Surya Siddhanta mentioned how the Grahana, eclipse happens. Because like a cloud, the moon is hiding the sun. That is solar eclipse. The moon is entering the shadow of the earth. That is lunar eclipse. How brilliantly they have told in the astronomical text. If you read Surya Siddhanta and Aryabhatta, you will be astonished. But I am thinking high of you because you are working for our nation, for our dharma. So that's why I worship you. So please understand, sir, this nation is a great nation. Highly intelligent people are our ancestors. So what they have written, what they inscribed is absolutely correct. That is my opinion, strong and concrete opinion on my nation.
Well, that your nation is a great nation, that is at least one thing we can certainly agree on.